When we have enough food and clothing, we should take care of the poor and work for the benefit of society and the local community. We must know to practice virtuous conduct, cultivate good fortune, and accumulate merit. The more wealth we give away, the more we will receive. When we give, we will gain. When we do not give, we will not gain. Imprisoned by their desires, their greed runs deep. Their minds labor and their bodies suffer. When one has a lot of money, one worries about gains and losses. One will not be at ease. Therefore, one suffers physically and mentally. They continue like this until the very end, yet nothing will accompany them. An ancient eminent master said, "When we die, we cannot take anything with us. Only karmas will accompany us. Fame and honor, wealth and rank, and money and possessions, we cannot take these with us. All the good karmas and bad karmas created in our lifetime will stay with us." Those who are truly awakened know that they should cultivate what they can take with them. What they cannot take along, they should just ignore and waste no energy on. What will follow them into their next life will be their good karmas, bad karmas, good fortune, and misfortune. Good karmas will bring about good fortune. Bad karmas will bring about misfortune. They may go to happy places or go to extremely miserable places. Happy places refers to the human and heavenly paths. Extremely miserable places refers to the three evil paths of hells, hungry ghosts, and animals. It is our own good and bad karmas that dictate and pull us into the path that we are reborn in. This is retribution, not the work of Lord Yama, God, Buddhas, or Bodhisattvas. When seeing the virtuousness of others, they become hateful and slanderous instead of wanting to emulate them. Such thinking and behavior is not virtuous. Jealousy and hatred are indeed thoughts of stealing. Why? Because one does not like to see others doing better. This mindset is not normal. Wishing that others be worse off or becoming displeased, critical, or slanderous when seeing virtuous people or good deeds being done, these are all thoughts of stealing. A virtuous person delights upon seeing other virtuous people or good deeds and will wholeheartedly assist these people and help them accomplish their good deeds. A virtuous person sets a good example for whatever community he is in, and his good deeds will definitely benefit the general public. When we help others achieve their goals, we will succeed in our cultivation of virtues. When we obstruct others, we are committing tremendously grave offenses. They constantly harbor the intent to steal, hoping to appropriate the wealth of others for their own. After they use it up, they try to take more again. After people use various illegal means to take the gains of others and use them for their own enjoyment. When they use up the ill-gotten gains, they will again think of other ways to get more. This is stealing, having both the intent and the action. Spiritual beings of heaven and earth will record their deeds, and eventually they will fall into the evil paths. Spiritual beings refers to heavenly and earthly spirits. When one gives rise to an evil mind and commits evil deeds, one may fool others, but not the spiritual beings. They keep a record of what one does. This is the first sense of this sentence. Spiritual beings also refers to one's consciousness, which the Chinese call conscience. Others may not know the evil deeds that one commits, but one clearly knows it in one's heart. The seeds of these deeds will be embedded in the alaya consciousness and will not vanish. When the conditions mature, one will suffer retributions. This is the second sense of the sentence. Our every thought and every action are recorded like the data in a computer. Our alaya consciousness records all our good and evil thoughts and actions, similar to what a computer does. This is our database, containing not only data in this lifetime, but also data from all past lifetimes. Spiritual beings and people who have the ability can read our data. Therefore, we should be cautious with our thoughts. We should not allow any evil thought to arise. Every thought should be of benefiting all beings and not be of harming them. This way we will truly succeed in attaining great virtue. Eventually they will fall into the evil paths. This talks about retribution. Ultimately, these people will fall into the evil paths. If the Buddha does not tell us these truths, there is no one else who can clearly explain them to us. This is how the Buddha helps and protects us. He teaches us to be constantly alert to our thoughts, words, and actions, so that we will not have any evil thought or commit any evil deed. This is leaving suffering behind and attaining happiness. Excerpt 44. People in this world are born from interrelated karmic causes. How long can one live? Unvirtuous people are not proper in their behavior and thoughts. They usually harbor evil intentions, and their minds are constantly preoccupied with immoral lust. Restlessness fills their minds, and their exterior persona reveals wantonness. They waste away their family fortune. What they do is unlawful. Things that they should seek, they are unwilling to. People in this world are born from interrelated karmic causes. Society is the phenomenon of living beings existing together. No one can live independently. People have to rely on one another. Therefore, when one thinks about oneself, one must also think about others. How long can one live? A human lifespan is short. Life is fragile. In this world, 10 years can pass without a person attaining anything. Truly, this is like a dream. The ancient Chinese said, "Since ancient times, few lived to the age of 70. Now, although medicine has advanced and lifespans seem to have lengthened, in Africa and many other places where the living environment is very bad, people die of hunger and babies lose their lives every day. If we take this into account, the average life expectancy is less than 70 years. People have shared karma and individual karma. Some people cultivate good fortune, so they have a longer lifespan. But even if they live to 100, this is still a short time. Therefore, seeing through this and letting go will definitely be beneficial for us.